Back on, and we turn the spotlight now towards an incident, a horrific incident that has not just got the imagination of the entire country, but it is also has the medical profession and many from the same absolutely shocked. And they are also turning out in protests in large numbers, not just in Kolkata, but across Bharat. The other aspect, ladies and gentlemen, that even as the rape and murder of a 31-year-old doctor at the RG Kar Medical Hospital has many questions yet to be answered, the Calcutta High Court has now transferred this case to the CBI. Now remember, just about 24 hours ago, we had the West Bengal Chief Minister give the Bengal police time till Sunday before she herself said that she would transfer the case to the CBI. But now the courts have said enough is enough, we cannot wait any longer, and by Wednesday morning, the Bengal police and the investigators have to submit all the papers and all documents without any pilferage to the CBI by Wednesday morning. That's what the order says. Let's try and look at what happened in the courts today. That by 10 a.m. on Wednesday, the documents and other related, including the case diary, has to be given. This is what a division bench of Chief Justice T.S. Sivagnanam and Justice Hiranmay Bhattacharya, who were hearing multiple pleas, including one by the victims' parents, they had been seeking the transfer of the investigation to an independent agency, and that's been done. Now, the Chief Justice stated that in the order that the CBI investigation was being ordered to preserve the confidence of ordinary citizens, as the evidence may be destroyed at any moment otherwise. So no confidence in the local state police at all or administration. The state government's conduct and questions have been raised on it during the hearing, and the court pulled up the state government for giving a new role to Dr. Sandeep Ghosh shortly after his resignation as the principal of the medical college. He has therefore now been ordered to go on a 15-day leave. Even doubts were raised over the urgency with which he was rehabilitated, and now he's been ordered by the court itself, like I said, to take a long leave of absence, or at least 15 days, amidst rising concerns over his own leadership and the fact that he has not even made a statement yet. The judges noted that the grave circumstances surrounding the young doctor's death did not impact Dr. Ghosh at all. The horror has also gripped the city, and healthcare services have been hit or impacted across the country. While a probe is underway, the cops have made an arrest, but the lack of security measures that led to the incident have sparked protests across the country. Some of the observations that have been made, the principal has not even given a statement. Victims' parents have apprehension that probe will derail, justified in accepting the prayers that evidence will be destroyed. This is to do justice and to inspire public confidence, and they said the principal shall not further be reinstated or shall not be reinstated until further notice. The court taking serious cognizance of the haphazard way, or perhaps the empathetic way in which the investigation has been undertaken. Is this not a telling blow to the state's chief minister, who's also the home minister in charge of law and order, and the police directly reports to Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay? Let's go straight across to Tausif Khan, who's joining us, and we also have Ajay Alok of the BJP. My namaste and Jai Hind to both of you gentlemen. Let me ask you, Tausif, what more do the courts need to say than this, that there is no confidence in the state police in Bengal doing its job?
Anand, that is not what the case is. You see, this peculiar, the rape and murder of a doctor, obviously most unfortunate and barbaric crime that has taken place. And as the administration has taken all steps, and as the chief minister requested 7 days time to allow Kolkata police to conclude their investigation, there was a huge demand from the protesters, from the parent and from the doctors that the investigation should be handed either to CBI or to a judicial committee, and therefore all these PILs were before the High Court. Now we have a situation where these doctors are on strike, and which is causing other inconvenience. There are patients, even in the court argument it was said that 2 patients died because the doctors were on strike. And while Chief Minister has done everything possible to pacify the protesters and met all demands raised by the victim's family, they were still before the court demanding a CBI inquiry. So court has allowed that. And in fact, court observed that if any student body or the doctors association was before the court, then the chief would request the association to withdraw the strike, resume the work, because also, uh, it is causing further damage in the entire. But obviously,
No,
the
but why were
anger,
they on
the
a strike
protest,
in the
and
first place
everything
is
is
a
justified.
natural question
Yes,
that
yes,
that
it
should
is
be asked.
justified. Yeah, it is justified, and
Correct. So and
the
if nothing was
principle.
done, and if nothing was done to assuage the doubts, that's why the protests also have gotten further and intensified. Ajay Alok, do you buy Tausif's explanation that the state was doing its
Well,
job, but the parents were not satisfied, so the court has listened to the parents? Otherwise, it's not a big deal about what's happened and how the investigation has unfolded at RG Kar Medical College.
well, the state has done its job, and now Tausif is doing his job to defend the chief minister and the government. What's new about it? The point is, Bengal is absolute collapse of law and order. In fact, it's a repeat of Sandesh Khali type of incidents where whole administration and the chief minister is saving the accused. By dilly-dallying, it took 24 hours for a chief minister to meet a postgraduate doctor's murder, to meet the parents and the relatives. It's not a joke. And patients are not suffering only in Bengal, Joseph. Patients are suffering all across the India. Because then all across India, including my state, Patna and Delhi, where I am now, the resident doctors who actually run the government hospital, they have all gone on strike in protest. Because I am a doctor, I know what it takes to do a whole night duty, and when at 3 o'clock in the night, when you are off from your shift and going to your room, and somebody catches you and rapes you and strangulates you and kills you, what kind of terror feeling it goes into the fellow doctors and all the lady doctors who are attending day and night to those poor patients who come for delivery, who come for multiple other options, the poor gynec patient, the poor medicine patients. What happens to them? I mean, what kind of an administration is this where a goon, a local goon, so-called goon, whatever has been revealed by that person, about that person, he was allowed to visit the government hospital during night? What was the medical superintendent doing for all these long days? It's not allowed in any of the hospital, whether in Bihar or in Delhi or in Chandigarh or in any place. An outsider is not allowed after 9 o'clock, even in wards. How come he was roaming in the hospital? Why there was no CCTV camera installed? There are multiple questions. Why the autopsy was delayed? Why the principal didn't file the FIR when it is happening inside the college campus? All these multiple questions, all these laxity of the state government, all the laxity by the chief minister herself indicates there's something more to it. That's why the relatives were not convinced and they went in front of the court. And this is not the first time that the Kolkata High Court has
Is the BJP not politicizing this? The other question is the BJP politicizing this?
No, we are not politicizing this. We are just letting the people of this country know, because people of Bengal know that there is no law and order. There is no law and order. There is completely collapse. And it's good that CBI has taken. Now, further investigation, I think more forensic examinations need to be done. I think there's a lot more left what it's being shown. It's just the tip of the iceberg what we are seeing. Many more revelations yet to come.
Tausif Khan?
Absolutely.
Anand, you see, when Alok says no law and order in Bengal, that's a political statement and there is no room for it in this situation. This is an absolutely shocking crime that has taken place, and Chief Minister on the first day demanded fast-track court to take up the matter. She had suspended the medical superintendent, the head of the department, the ACP and principal has resigned already. So government she had given the ultimatum to Kolkata police for 7 days to conclude the investigation, look into the angle of if there is any other accused involved. The main accused who has been arrested already confessed to crime, and the chief minister demanded for capital punishment of the main accused. So as an administration, from administration point of view, you see all possible steps as the chief minister she has taken, but there was a growing demand why the principal was not the complainant. This was raised. No, but it does not give license to BJP to come and comment on Kolkata, which is the safest city in the country. As long as crimes against women
if that is the case, sir, if Kolkata is, and please, let's not get into whataboutery. And I am saying, I would like to believe that Kolkata is the safest city in the country. No, please listen to me. I'm just saying, 3 questions I'll ask you. Did the principal register an FIR? Did the principal make a statement immediately? Was the principal asked to resign and then immediately reallocated and appointed elsewhere? Is this three, if all these three have happened, is this an effective investigation? Has the administration then really done its job?
Anand, this was a case of unnatural death, and therefore investigation started under unnatural death case because there was no formal complaint lodged, which is now before the court as well. Secondly, principal owed up to the moral responsibility and resigned himself before he could be asked by the administration to
He
be
resigned
removed
under pressure after how many days? But that principal didn't even register an FIR. It happened in his campus. No, Tawseef, you're an advocate. You tell me what should be the right process. What should the principal? What should the principal have done? It happened in the college premises.
You are right.
Should the principal have not registered an FIR?
You are right that he should have, and that is why I don't know what went in his mind. We are only talking in hindsight. You see that he should have registered a complaint, but police came, the homicide department came. Time, hour to hour development on what transpired on that day was presented before the court today. Before in Calcutta High Court.
When and how did they come, sir? When and how did they come? See, how many days did the students have to step out on the streets before even the cops took cognizance? Dr. Ajay Alok.
No, the same day in the morning. No. If there is some confusion, Anand, if there is any confusion, let me clarify. The incident occurred in the early hours. It was discovered around 9 in the morning. And it was the local IC inspector in charge was informed around 10, and within an hour, entire homicidal department from Kolkata police around 11
Who informed the inspector? Who informed the inspector? And was there and why did the students have to come out and step out and protest if everything was under control? Please tell me, what was the role of the principal? Should the principal not have naturally said, no, something has to be done? I have to issue a statement. Did he meet the students? Did he issue a statement? Did he register an FIR? Did he question the number of people who were there on duty, the security guards who were supposed to be present there? Did he do what he should have done with respect to due diligence of getting to the bottom of it and helping with the investigation? Why is it that he's resigned, and once he's resigned, he's immediately been reappointed at another college? What does that signify and symbolify then?
Anand, I am not defending the principal. You are right that principal should have been proactive, and that is what the court also observed today. That principal should have been proactive and should have lodged the complaint. But that
court has had to observe, sir. And the court has transferred the case to the CBI 4 days before the Chief Minister even gave time to the Bengal police. Agree, disagree that Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay actually said till Sunday you have time. The courts have said no more time, transfer it tomorrow morning, that is Wednesday morning by 10 a.m. Isn't that a slap on the face itself? Because the court is saying, I can't trust you because you will destroy. Why will the court agree to destruction of evidence as if the state was doing its job? Dr. Ajay Alok, he wanted to come in, let him just make his point. Yes, Dr. Ajay Alok.
First of all, Tawseef, you and Mamata Banerjee shouldn't have forgot that you are conducting an autopsy of a doctor. And you are in front of the scrutinizing eyes of at least 200 postgraduate doctor who knows what forensic medical science is about. There is no report on rape being conducted. There is no report of semen in autopsy. All these questions raises question mark on the intent of the government. It took 18 hours for the Chief Minister to come and meet and release a statement. The CM herself was not confident how it's going to work out. So she took that I'm going to take 7 days and I'm going to give it to CBI. Why? Do you have any answers to that? Now you say that it's a cause of unnatural death. It was not an unnatural death, sir. If you see the body, if you see the face of a woman, that poor lady, the budding doctor, if you see the face, if you see the exposed part of her body, you could easily make out that she was tortured and then she was killed. So it's not an unnatural death. And why the autopsy report is being, and I won't say manipulated because I don't know exactly, but after speaking to the students out there, they are themselves saying the autopsy report is not mentioning anything about the semen. So there are multiple questions.
The autopsy report has not yet been made public.
It has been made public, but there is no mentioning of semen, there is no mentioning of the private part, only the damage to private part. But you have to give a qualitative assessment that if there is only one kind of a semen or multiple semens. Why you are trying to hide people? That's what this allegation of the student is. It's not a manifest of one person who's arrested, who's main accused. It's a manifestation of at least more than, there are more few people involved. That's why they were demanding CBI inquiry. And that's what Calcutta police absolutely ignored, Mamata Banerjee ignored. And I'm not politicizing. It's a question of doctors. It's not a question of politicizing everything.
Well,
There's
not
no
just
election
that.
right now.
If there are multiple assaults, multiple injuries, are you trying to say that there were no fingerprints, there were no multiple fingerprints on the person? Is this mentioned on the victim?
No,
or the
it's not
doctor?
mentioned on the
Is it
autopsy
mentioned
report.
in the
Anand,
is sexual
Anand,
assault is sexual assault and forced sexual assault, is it being mentioned there in the autopsy report? And the fact is, sir, if there has been one person arrested, why is it that there have been no other arrests made? There are so many other things that are doing the rounds. There are unconfirmed conversations that are doing the rounds that point in the direction of certain people who have not yet been investigated or brought into the ambit of investigation so far, as far as reports suggest. So these are all issues. I just have a quick update before we come back to the debate. The advisory for all medical colleges and institutions for ensuring safe workplace environment. The Government of India National Medical Commission has just issued this. It signed Professor Dr. B. Srinivas, the secretary, saying incidents of violence against doctors in medical colleges have been reported in the recent past. All medical colleges are requested to develop a policy for safe work environment within the college and hospital campus for the staff members, including faculty, medical students and resident doctors. The policy should ensure adequate safety measures at OPD, wards, casualty, hostels and other open areas in the campus and residential quarters. Corridors and campus will be well lit in the evening for staff to walk safely from one place to the other, and all sensitive areas be covered by CCTV for monitoring. Adequate security measures, including posting of adequate security staff, male and female, should be made available at the wards and at the campus. Any incident of violence against the medical students should be promptly investigated by the college management, and FIR should be lodged with the police. A detailed action taken report on any incident of violence should be invariably sent to the National Medical Commission within 48 hours of the incident. Point number 3 to be noted, Tausif Khan.
Anand, you see, the inquest started under the videography. The post-mortem was conducted under video recording and in presence of the family member. So there are all the details. But Ajay Alok will not purposely say that. He will only speak half-truth. But what I am saying is this is not a time for politics. This is a time where the anger of the student community, the doctors community and protesters are totally 100% justified, because it's a brutal act that shocks everyone. It sends chills to everyone. We cannot imagine something like that happening to our loved ones. And this is a doctors community. Obviously, everyone is hurt and everyone is angry because something like an incident as a horrific
Why you
as
are trying
this has
to
happened.
prevent some?
But
try to
this
save somebody?
allegation that the Kolkata police was trying to protect someone, or Kolkata police was trying to protect the principal, these allegations are totally baseless. There is no proof presented in court today.
If these allegations are baseless, why did the principal not file an FIR? Why did the principal not issue a statement? Why was the principal asked to resign and then reinstated soon after with another college? Why did the court have to take a very, very adverse view of the developments? Why is the court saying we don't trust the cops and there could be destruction of evidence? And why are the parents continuing to say we don't trust the Kolkata police and we don't trust the investigation, if all is well with the Kolkata police and their method of investigation? This is the question based on the order of the Calcutta High Court. We'll have to leave it at that. Dr. Ajay Alok and Tausif, thank you very, very much. We're going to wind up this edition of The Right Stand. Brass Tacks follows.